Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share you some of the advantages and disadvantages of both condominium and house on lot, so that by the end of this video you can weigh in where you are going to purchase either house on lot or condominium. It will differ upon on what you need and the finances that you do have. So this is just only a brief explanation regarding between house and lot and a condominium. So stay tuned so that by the end of this you will know what you really need. My name is Nowena. I've been in the real estate industry since 2012. So let's talk first about the location. When it comes to location, we have to talk about the accessibility, proximity, and the convenience. So let's talk first about condominium. So condominium nowadays are built within the metro district or the business district, and it is on the prime location. When we say prime location, it must be within the location you can reach going to the mall, churches, big establishments, schools within a few meters away from your current location or from your current residence. So that can be considered as you do have or you are in a great location. Whereas for the house and lot, mostly nowadays subdivisions are built on the outskirt area, wherein your travel time, it takes you like 30 minutes without traffic, or if there's traffic, 1 to 2 hours travel time. So your proximity to reach your destination, it will take you time like 30 minutes to 1 hour for your travel. Whereas for the condominium, it is mostly like only a minute, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away. And sometimes you can go to malls or churches or schools just by walk. So that is the advantages of the condominium compared with the house and lot. And the second one is the cost. So when we say for the cost, we will have to qualify it like for the maintenance, security, dues, price, and amenities. So let's talk first about the price. Mostly condominiums within the prime location, the price range is 160,000 per square meters. For example, you purchase a unit area or the floor area of 31 square meters, multiplied it by 160,000 per square meters, that will give you the price of 5 million. Whereas for the house and lot in a high-end subdivision, mostly the price is more or less like 55 to 60,000 per square meter. So if you're gonna purchase a lot area of 90 square meters, that will give you the price of 5 million for the unit or for the lot area of 90 square meters, given the price of 55 to 60,000 per square meter. So that's the difference when it comes to their pricing. For the security, maintenance, and the dues is that they also differ. For example, for the condominium dues, more or less 90 to 100 pesos per square meter. So if you're gonna purchase a unit of 31 square meters, given with 100 pesos per square meters condominium dues, that will give you a monthly dues of 3,100. So what are the inclusion for this one? First, the maintenance for the open space. So what are those? Like corridors, amenities, those are the parks that you do have, open spaces within your condominium. So that's part of your monthly dues or the condominium dues. Whereas for the house on lot, mostly for the high-end subdivision, the price for the homeowners association dues more or less like 30 to 50 pesos per square meter. So of course, the inclusion for that one also is the maintenance for the open spaces and for the common space that you do have shared in within the subdivision, security, also the other dues, which is for the amenities. So that's the difference between the two. But mostly the price for this one is also differed on the lot area. So for the condominium, it's for the unit area or unit size that you purchase. Then for the house is for the lot area that you purchase. For example, you purchase 90 square meters. Then for the homeowners association dues, which is 50 pesos per square meters, multiply that one, so more or less like 4,500 for your homeowners association dues. That's for the cost. The third key point is space. So for the space, I am going to measure it through first the sizes of the unit and The second is expansion renovation, pets and plants, and privacy. So that's the measurements for the space. So let's talk first when it comes to condominium. For example, you purchase a unit of 31 square meters. So your ownership or the size of the property that you purchase is within the unit that you own. So outside of that, that is already shared, and it is commonly used for the unit owners within the condominium. So for the privacy of a condominium, it is quite limited since the boundary between you and the other unit owners are the common walls only. So that's for the privacy. And then for the pets and plants also are limited. So some of the condominiums allowed pets, but it must have some restrictions like for the sizes, and for the plants also they gonna allow it provided also with some restrictions and some regulations. And then for the expansion also and renovation for your unit is quite limited since you only allow to renovate within your area. Of course, if you purchase 31 square meters, you only allowed to renovate within those areas. And for the housing is that since you are owning a house on lot, so meaning to say you also have the ownership of the lot, so whatever expansion and renovation within the lot that you purchase, so that's since that's part of your ownership, you can do it. So maybe some of the subdivisions also allowed, like if you purchase only 2-story houses and if you want to make it 3-story, so you can still expand, but with some also restrictions and regulations within the subdivisions policies. Then pets, of course, it's allowed since you're purchasing house on lot, and plants also is allowed within your lot area. And for the privacy, quite high because you own a house on lot, so your neighbor, there is a distance between the two of you, so there would be a quiet nice privacy, or there would be a great privacy when it comes to house on lot. So let's proceed right now to the investment. When it comes to investment, I am going to measure this like the value, the resale, the rental, and the ownership. So for the condominium, when it comes to ownership, of course you owned a space, but of course you still have a condominium title. That's what we call condominium title for the condominium. And for the value also for the condominium is that it can be easily appreciated because mostly, as what I've said, it is located in a very good location. So mostly the appreciation value, it takes up to 6 to 9%. That is for per annum for your property of a condominium. But it will also depend on the property management. That's the first one. And the second one, the developer and the development within the area or your neighboring area. So let's move on to the house and lot. So for the ownership of the house and lot, since you are buying a house and lot, of course, there are different appreciation value for the lot, and aside from that for the building also. So even if your building will deteriorate, but then the lot itself will always appreciate in value. So that's the good thing or advantage of owning a house and lot. For the land itself, it will increase in value in a due time. But compared to the condominium, of course, the appreciation value not that high. So more or less like 3 to 4% per annum based on the current value of the property that you have. So that's it. Then for the rental, usually for the house, we can offer long term because since this is located on the outskirt area, we cannot usually get more clients or more renters for a short term. We can offer this for a long term, and usually this will good for the big or huge family members that you have. Then for the retirees, so those are one of the target clients or renter for the house on lot. And for the resale also, of course, since the value of land itself, it will increase in a due time. So of course, you can still offer much more higher compared to the price that you bought. Okay, before I officially end my video, I'm going to summarize out of the 4 keys that I was sharing you. So when it comes to location, cost, investment. So for me, for the condominium, you will be having the best location. Second one is the cost. It is much more cheaper when it comes to the upfront or when it comes to the monthly payment payment for your down payment. Then for the space, of course, it is much more smaller, but this is really good for those who are active in lifestyle. So for those who are working, for those few individuals that wanted everything that you need is within your reach or within your area. And for the investment wise, if you're looking for something that's for the investment, this is really great because it is easily to be rented out, and you can offer different terms like short term or long term types of renter. And for the house on lot, actually this is really great for those person who are looking for a long-term goal, like you want to have a huge family soon and you want to have a home for your vacation, home for your retirement, and if you want a huge area for your family, this is the best for you. And aside from that also, anyway, house on lot is also a good investment because, you know, real estate is the most stable investment that we do have. And for the space, of course, it is quite huge. And for the cost itself, for the house on lot, you can obtain bigger lot and bigger spaces for the money or for the amount that you are allocated for that one. But the only difference for this one is that the location itself, it is not quite accessible compared to the condominium. So I think you can decide either which one do you like. Either you're gonna go for the condominium or you're gonna go for a house on lot. It will depend upon on what is your need first, what is really the purpose of buying this property, and how much finances that you do have. So I think that's all for today, and thank you for watching. So if you like this video, please subscribe.